Ready? 44, Mike. Check, check. Know your job. Get it.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 43. Hit it.
They'll run it here with Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. That last run just put him north of 20,000 rushing yards. And remember, he passed him at Smith way back at 18,355. I don't know that anybody ever gets to 20,000 again.
Yeah, we're never supposed to say never, but it feels like it, doesn't it? 20,000 yards on the ground. Most NFL quarterbacks don't get to 20,000 yards through the air. And this guy continues to step, continues to run, and keeps adding to his totals.
He's the best to ever do it.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Come on. Double time. Double time. 22 jet bomber. 22.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Brown. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. Come on, baby.
From the gun, Bowman, flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. One left.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Watch the screen. Watch 25. Mike 41. We've got a wedge down. 4 down. 41's
They keep it with Barkley on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Love. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, 0.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Left pass. Shift. SOS. Let's go, 14.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Easy.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Chargers. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bang out. Check. Check out. Good job right there. Good job right there.
From the 27, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the safety cream. Check 52. Wide. Get wide. Watch. Check.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go with Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Four down. 41's the mic. Hey, alert. Slam. 6 down. Check. I'm set. I'm 15.
Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 50. Hey, 0.
Here's Wilson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 35. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Check. Fresno. Zebra.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
14. One flip. That's me. 941. I'm going to wedge that, huh? In your face. Hey, guys, listen. It's coming. 41 the mic. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run now with Brown. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw. Bowman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Touch Missy. Shift. Watch the shift. Do. Hey, 0. Undercut. 12. Four down.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's second down.
Hey, switch gear. Go. 40. Check 15. 49. Check 49.
Here's Wilson. Throwing again. Flushed out right. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 24. I'll go special. Hey, watch it. Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Lutz is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on third down with Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You better be afraid of me. Smooth. Speed trip.
They're going to try and throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out. Check out.
On third down. Brown. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I'm coming after you. Hey, box drop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to regain the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Hey, 0-0.
On 1st down, Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Alert. Bang.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. Cooper was the target there.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's got his tight end fan. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Brown. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Brown, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going, and the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, the Charger first down. There's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
61. Match box lights.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one, a 10.